Today, we're diving into something truly mind-bending, black holes. But we're going to look at them from a totally different angle, as these incredible, invisible sweepers of the sky.
All right, let's just jump right in with a pretty wild idea. We all think of black holes as a modern thing, right? Something that came out of Einstein's work and super advanced telescopes. But what if a description of them was hiding in plain sight in a text that's 1,400 years old?
So first, a quick recap of what we know today. Black holes are these cosmic monsters, regions of space where gravity is just so intense that nothing, and I mean nothing, not even light itself, can get out.
Now have a look at this verse. It's from the Quran, from the 7th century. And it swears an oath by some kind of celestial object, but it describes that object with 3 very specific and honestly very strange characteristics. This is where our investigation begins.
So let's become detectives for a minute and unpack these 3 celestial clues, which are hidden in the original Arabic words.
The verse basically gives us a 3-part cosmic fingerprint. We're looking for something that is invisible or recedes from view. We're looking for something that moves or flows through space. And, the most interesting one, something that sweeps or hides things away. Let's take them one by one.
Okay, clue number 1, Kunnas. This word comes from a root that means to shrink back, to withdraw, or to become invisible. It's describing something that you just can't see. So our first clue is invisibility. Total, profound invisibility.
Second up, we have Jawari. Now this one's a bit more straightforward. It basically means the runners or the travelers. So whatever this thing is, it's not just sitting still. It's on the move, journeying through the cosmos.
And here we go, the third and most unusual clue, Khunnas. The root word here, Kunnasa, literally means to sweep. Think about that. It's not just moving, it's performing an action. It's cleaning an area, kind of like you would with a broom or even a vacuum. So, our mystery object is an invisible, moving, cosmic sweeper.
So the big question is, does anything in our modern understanding of the universe actually fit this bizarre 1,400-year-old description? Well, let's bring in science's prime suspect, the black hole.
Let's run down the checklist, shall we? Are they invisible? Yeah. The event horizon of a black hole literally traps light. They are the perfect match for Khunnas. Do they move? You bet. They travel through space, just like any other celestial object. That checks the box for Jawari. And, do they sweep? Absolutely. Their insane gravity pulls in and consumes everything around them. Gas, dust, stars. They are the ultimate cosmic sweepers.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. This whole sweeping idea is so accurate that NASA and astrophysicists all the time use the analogy of a cosmic vacuum cleaner when they're trying to explain black holes to us regular folks.
And here is the linguistic kicker. The modern Arabic word for a broom or a vacuum cleaner is miknasa. Guess what? It comes from the exact same root word, kanasa, that gives us kunnas in the verse. The connection is literally built into the language itself.
Okay, but to be fair, we have to look at the other side of the coin. For centuries, people didn't have telescopes that could see black holes, so there was a more traditional interpretation for these verses.
The classic explanation was that this was talking about planets. You know how they sometimes look like they're moving backward in the sky? That could be the receding part. Or maybe it was about comets, with their long tails that kind of look like they're sweeping across the night sky.
But when you put the 2 theories head to head, the old interpretation starts to look a little shaky. Let's be real. Planets and comets are definitely not Kunnas. We can see them. They're very visible. And yeah, they move, so Jawari fits okay. But do they sweep? Not really. They just move through space. They don't actively clean it out. The black hole, on the other hand, it's a perfect fit on all 3 counts.
So, after laying out all the evidence, comparing the ancient clues with what we know from modern science, what's the verdict?
It seems pretty clear, doesn't it? While the moving part could describe a planet, it's the 2 really unique and specific descriptors, being truly invisible and acting like a cosmic sweeper, that only find a perfect match in one thing we know of, a black hole. I think the biggest takeaway here is how it completely changes our perspective. You know, we used to look up at the dark spots in the sky and just assume there was nothing there. It was just empty space. But now we know that some of those spots have sweepers in them, these invisible giants that are literally cleaning the cosmos. And that leaves us with one final, fascinating question to chew on. Is this just a remarkable coincidence, a stunning overlap between ancient language and modern science? Or could it be something more?
a coded message about how the universe works, left for us to find thousands of years later? Well, I'll leave that one for you to decide.